Hello everybody and welcome back. In the previous lesson, we explored the many-to-one relationship in Django models. Now we are moving to the next powerful and commonly used relationship in database modeling, which is the many-to-many relationship. This is super useful when you have situations like students and courses, books and authors, doctors and patients, movies and actors, and so on. So for example, a student can be enrolled into multiple courses and a course can have multiple students. So there is a many-to-many relationship. First, we will understand how Django handles the many-to-many fields, and then we will build a practical working example, which is a student course registration system using Django models. So let's get started. So let's explore how Django allows two models to be linked in a many-to-many relationship and why this is so useful in real applications. A many-to-many relationship means that multiple entries from one model can be related to multiple entries from another model. For example, a book can be written by multiple authors, and an author can also write multiple books. So Django handles this with the many-to-many field, which we will see when we take the examples. Now in this example, every book can have multiple authors and every author can have multiple books. Now Django automatically creates a third table behind the scenes to store these relationships. So we see we have a model called author, which has just this name field, and then we have another model called book, which has the field's title and the author's field, and here we see we establish the many-to-many relationship using this many-to-many field keyword. So we say many-to-many field and we say author here, which refers to this model author. So this establishes the many-to-many relationship between books and author models. Now Django gives us extremely powerful helper methods for managing many-to-many data. We can add, remove, clear, or replace relationships using these simple functions as shown. And Django automatically creates a reverse relationship so we can jump from one model to the other. We'll see all this in the example that we will take. So we'll take an example where we will build a student course registration system on the CodeChef platform. This will demonstrate all the useful operations we can perform with many-to-many fields. So let's head over to the CodeChef platform. So here I am on the CodeChef platform and we have a worked out example here, which is student course registration system. Now in the file explorer, you can see that there is a project called student course project and there is an app called school, and the corresponding models.py file, the views.py, and also the templates like home.html and the respective URL files are all open here on the editor. So let's first look at the models.py file. Now in this models.py file, you can see that we have created two models. One is the student model and another one is the course model. The student model has just one field, which is the name of the student. We call it name. It is a character field with maximum length 100. Now we have another model called course, which has two fields. One is the name, which is the name of the course, which is a character field with max length 100. And then we have students here, and we are establishing a many-to-many relationship with this student model in this field. So here we say students equal to models.many-to-many field, which is the keyword that you have to use in order to establish the many-to-many relationship. And here we say student, which refers to this model student, and then related underscore name equal to courses. So this courses will be the keyword that is used for accessing the details of courses by the student model. So that is what this related name means, and we'll see it in action in the views.py file. So here we have established this many-to-many relationship. So what this essentially means that a student can be enrolled in multiple courses, and also a course can have multiple students. So we see the many-to-many relationship. Now let me show you the views.py file. So in the views.py file, here we have a function called home, where we are doing many things. Let's see them one by one. First of all, I am deleting any existing student and course objects if they are there, because when we run this project multiple times, I just don't want to have any problems. That is why if there are any previous data, we are just deleting them. Secondly, we are creating the student objects. First of all, I create a student object called Alice, and using the create method, student.objects.create, we create this object called Alice, and the name of the student also is Alice. Next, we create another student called Bob using the same create method, and the name of the student given here is Bob, and we create one more called Carol. And then we create the courses here. We create two courses, one is Python, another one is web. So the Python course is also created using the create method, and the name that we give is Python programming. And we create another object called web, which is another course, again created using the create method, and the name of the course is web development. Okay, now here we are enrolling Alice and Bob into the Python course. So for that, I say python.students.add Alice Bob. So this students is the keyword that I showed you in the models.py file, which is used to access the students here in the views.py file. So when I say python.student.add Alice and Bob, these two objects that we created, Alice and Bob, which are students, are added to this Python course. Okay, so this is again making use of the helper function add that we have seen. Now next, I am enrolling Alice to web. So again, using the add helper function, we are adding the student Alice to the web course. So here I am demonstrating some more of the helper functions. For example, here we have a remove, where we use it to remove students from a course. So python.students.remove Bob means I am removing Bob from the Python course. Similarly, clear is used to remove all the students from a course. So when I say web.students.clear, all the students that were enrolled in web are removed. And then we have set, which is used to set the students in a particular course. So I say web.students.set, and within square brackets we say Carol. So what this will do is it will set the student Carol to the web course. And then finally we have a context dictionary here, where we have this key called students, which passes all the students to this students key. And then we have courses, where all the courses objects are passed to these courses. And then we render them all to the home.html template. So this is the home.html template, which is used for displaying the students and their respective courses, and also the courses and their students as well. Okay, so let me run this and show you how it works. You can check out the urls.py file. Now when I click on the run button here, you can see that the project has started. The migrations are all made and applied, and the home template comes up here, which shows us the students and their courses and the courses and their students. So here it says Alice is enrolled in Python programming, and Bob is enrolled in no courses, and Carol is enrolled in web. Now this is the final result after applying all those functions. So in the beginning, what we have done was we put Alice and Bob to Python, and again Alice to web. But later we removed Bob from Python, and we cleared everyone from web, and finally we added only Carol to web. So that is why this final result has come. And also courses and their students, we can see Python programming has students Alice, and web development has students Carol, and the student Bob is not enrolled anywhere. That's why his name doesn't come up in any of the courses. So here we see that we are able to establish that many-to-many relationship, where we can see that a student can be enrolled in multiple courses, and also a course can have multiple students. And also we have seen the helper functions which Django provides us in order to add data, remove data, to clear, and also to set the data. So all of this is possible because of the many-to-many relationship that we defined.
And that brings us to the end of our lesson on many-to-many relationships in Django. These relationships are extremely important and appear in almost every real-world application, from school systems to e-commerce to social networks. Understanding how they work gives you a lot of power when modeling your database. Now make sure to try the practice problem on CodeChef that is available for this lesson. I will see you in the next one.